Mystic Princess back here again with the Taurus reading for the week. If this is your first time joining us, thank you very much for dropping in. Please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos when they come out. I release fairly regularly. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're a return watcher, thank you very much for coming back to us. I'm so glad you're liking what you see. You're very welcome here. If you'd like to leave anybody in the comments about the sorts of reads that you would like to see, I will be checking out the comments fairly regularly and having a look at that. Normal disclaimer that I give: I'm not psychic, I'm not a fortune teller, I can't read your future, but what I can do is read some very pretty cards. You can take from them what you will, as long as it's positive, because that's what we're about here, good intentions. And if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, just discard it. But like I said, always the positive, never negative. Okay, so let's get on with the Taurus reading for the week. I'm going to give the cards a shuffle. Like I've said before, I'm no fancy shuffler by any means, so you're not going to see any pretty card tricks here, I'm sorry to say. Also, I've got quite small hands, so shuffling the big cards is a little bit more clumsy looking than perhaps you'd like to see. But we're here to see the cards after all. So it's a general free-for-all read. General sort of free read, sorry, I should have said. So it's pretty much a random card placement. No fancy patterns for these short weekly reads. Just throwing some cards down and seeing what they say. Okay, so we're getting a lot of spiritual. Okay, so I'm not a fancy shuffler. You're not going to see any impressive card tricks from me here. And like I've said before, my hands are a bit small as well, and the cards are quite big. Oh, we've got a jumper. So I can look a little clumsy with the cards. But we're not too fussed about that, are we? Because what we really want is the story. So let's have a look at the pretty cards and the story that they give us today. No particular pattern in the layout. It's free form for these short weekly reads, short weekly Zodiac reads, and this one is for Taurus. So let's see what we've got. So this week, Taurus is going to be, I found this is the second read now that I found quite spiritual. So Taurus is going to be working at revealing a new facet of themselves, a new appearance of themselves. So it will be genuine. It will be a sincere side of themselves that perhaps the people that they're presenting this to don't normally see. So they're bringing down their guard, they're bringing down the wall, they're dropping their mask and showing somebody a new side of themselves. Normally I would say this is quite a vulnerable place to be, but in this case, for Taurus, this is it's progressive. So they're doing this almost with a little bit of kind of ambition, if you like, because this is somebody that's been tuning into their dreams. They might be somebody who's kept a dream journal, or they've had a dream that was particularly profound and had an effect on them, and they remembered when they woke up. Or there might be somebody that does a lot of dream work, or somebody that daydreams about things that they want. So as part of that work that they're doing on themselves, they're deciding, they might even just be deciding to better themselves, to better their public persona, and remove a persona that they're presenting in a certain environment, so that those people in that environment will see a different side of them, and for positive reasons. As far as I can see here, this is all a very positive spread. There's somebody that has relied on their creature comforts, somebody that's spent a lot of time either at home or another safe space that they're particularly familiar with. Even though they're doing this work in terms of their dreams and presenting a different persona, they're always tempted back to that familiarity. There's somebody that has a bit of conflict, has a bit of fight amongst themselves between, yes, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to progress my personal development in this way, but it's comfy where I am, but I'm cozy where I am, but I might risk what I currently have, but next time, next year, when things get better, that sort of thing. But what I see is that, that this week, this is something that's going through their head. This side of it, the self-progression and the self-development, is a bit more of a lofty type of thought in their mind. It's a bit more of an ideal, and it's perhaps maybe getting parked a little, or has been in the past parked a little bit, because what they are doing and have now is convenient. But there's somebody who's this week they're going to be thinking about showing some courage, letting out their inner child, which is really, these sorts of things here, resting on your laurels, being comfortable, being tempted by comfort and convenience, is really Taurus's safe space. Routine, knowing what's coming next, no surprises, no changes, no shake-ups, is really, that's what Taurus are about, right? Slow and steady wins the race. They're that dependable rock. So actually, this side of it is a very courageous place for them to be. And as you can see here, they show that courage and are thinking this week about releasing their inner child, which is almost revolutionary when you come to the types of personalities that Taurians are. But just like they're fixed in any other way, when they decide to change something, then they're fixed on that as well. So they will do it and they will see it through. You see what sort of feminine energy we've got. Okay, so again, we're in the sirens, we're in the temptation land. There's that temptation to just leave it. You've got here as well, there's the doubts nipping at your heels. That, do you really have to? Can you even? There's that sort of energy. Six of Cups, yeah, and there's some emotional, that does tug on your emotions a little bit, and make you think, will I be unsettled? Will it not work? But the general feeling I'm getting is, yes, there's these two opposing forces within the Taurian that's considering these things, but actually they are courageous, and we know that about Taurians, and they are starting to set their mind on this other path, and they will see it through. So yeah, I think this is going to be If you're a Taurian and this resonates with you and you're experiencing something similar to this at the moment, then I think this is probably quite an interesting week for you. It's probably perhaps a turning point. Perhaps you're looking at new jobs, maybe you're looking at somewhere else to live, a different type of environment, maybe you're embarking on a new relationship with somebody. All of these things are quite, big changes for Taurians. And you're being very courageous and you're kind of running with it. You're taking off your mask and letting out your inner child. And that's, it's a really, I think this is a really positive week if you're somebody that's going through this at the moment. And that's my reading for Taurus this week. As I said, if you liked the reading, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. I'll be releasing videos fairly regularly. Obviously, I'm going to keep an eye on demand, so if people want to see more, and they're telling me that, and I'm seeing that, then I might release more often. If there's a particular video that you want to see or a particular reading that you'd be interested in seeing, again, please leave me a comment. I'll be checking them fairly regularly, and I'll try and satisfy there where I can. As always, keep positive, guys. Good vibes always. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye bye.